No investment advice provided. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Guys, Swayze is here. Mini podcast part 2, Sunday super session. I'm going to trademark that. Right, guys, here we go. So what we'll do another mix of popular tickers, and according to the chart, see what's occurring, see where price may be heading to. And what I'll do, guys, as usual, is I'll put the timestamps in the description link of the YouTube video for the tickers. All right, guys. And yeah, first video looks like it's getting off to a good start. Let's jump to the charts, and let's start with EUA. So what we're looking at, guys, is we're looking at Eurasia Mining PLC on the daily chart. Every candle's a day of trading, and EUA's been going good guns for quite a while. I mean, what a fantastic bounce and what an amazing recovery. Price closed at 2.03% on Friday, but price has been, the buyers are back in. Price found support on the, this is the idea of the macro channel that I drew a while back. So I drew support going all the way back to October 2019, right? So we drew this trend line. And then we got the bounce, the strong buying bounce came in on the 1st of September, right, recently. And it's pretty much been going up ever since then, which is absolutely fantastic. Because, like many tickers across the markets and in the alternative investment market as well, we've had this big sell-off. So we had this sell-off when price was at 44 and a bit P, like December of last year. And it was selling off, trending down. And then it came into this consolidation zone, like June of this year, started consolidating, dropped a little bit more, then found very strong support. And then the buyers are back in. So it's bullish. The macro uptrend's bullish. We've got this great big spike. It's a long squeeze, long buying squeeze, absolutely fabulous. Slowed down a little bit, maybe forming some sort of structure, because I don't think the buying's over. Looking at the charts, I think there's still market structure up ahead. I think there's still room for it to move to the up in the short to medium term. Definitely looking at the charts, I think it's next stop. I think price needs to close. If price can close over this key level of about 37.9, I think it'll probably. I think price will want to test 44.9, looking at the charts, at some point soon. And then if price likes that, it may want to test the upper part of the channel. And that's like, that's like over 50 pence. That's the way I see EUA moving right now. We don't really need to zoom into the 4-hour chart. We can just look at this macro ascending channel. We've got key levels. We've got key areas of resistance, but some real strong areas of support with these swing highs that came off like October 2020. Consolidation zones can act as really strong support and resistance as well. And that's what it appears to be doing. Price appears to be using these swing highs from October of 2020 as support at the minute. And I think it might use those areas to try and push it even higher. But I think the next major test, looking at the charts, the next major test really is right about 45p with EUA. And if the buyers can push price up there, it might want to see 50 pence, at some point in the not too distant future. Looking at the way that the volume's been, I mean, what did it close out? It closed out 35.20. And, there was 21.87 million volume on Friday. But we've seen much higher days in volume as well prior to this beautiful long squeeze to the up. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's how I see EUA moving. Right, let's have a quick look at Amigo, because Amigo's been making some interesting moves of late. Let's just find the chart. Right, so we've been tracking Amigo for absolutely ages. We've called bounces in Amigo, reversals, sell-offs, trap candles. Okay, the big macro overview with Amigo is that it's been trending down, but some bullish intent has happened recently. Price broke out of this stubborn consolidation zone. Price closed at 13.14p on Friday, just gone, 4.45% up. There was 11.8 million in volume, but look, right, does Amigo want to test this 2-year downtrend? We had some like tail bars, but we've also a couple of it looks like a double top possibly, which can be an indication of bearish movement. But we've finally got some EMAs underneath price action: the 21, the 50, the 100, and the 200. It's right there. It's right there. Literally, looks like price wants to get on top. So we've got market structure up ahead, right? So if price wants to carry on moving to the up, I think a critical level with Amigo is going to be about 18 pence, 18.37, 18.5, 18.5p downwards a little bit. I think that's going to be a critical level, because that will be the upper trend line of the 2-year macro downtrend with Amigo. As we can see, last time we got this trap candle, right? So the market makers created on the 10th of May 2021 of this year, right? This trap candle, and I called it as a trap. Go back to the tweets, we called it as a trap. So they made it look solid buying candle, and then boom, price sold off and came down from like, it was a real brutal drop. Came down from like 29.75 pence all the way to like 6.29p or wherever it went to. And then it's just been moving sideways since like May, since late May, just moving sideways like the markets do sometimes. But recently we've had some buying coming back in, some volume coming back in. And there you go. That's the top of the next test, really. If the buyers want to come up there, does Amigo want to test the 2-year downtrend? Well, we'll find out, won't we? We will find out real soon. All right, let's have a look at Open Orphan, because that recently has broken out. It seems to have found some support and broken out of this stubborn downtrend that price has been in since April, when price was like touching 48p, just over 48p, but then subsequent sell-off in this descending channel, this sell-off channel. Then price started to consolidate around about July of this year in summer, started consolidate, and then boom, price broke out with a decent conviction 25th of August last month. And what is ORPH doing? It's consolidating. We got a level here that price must defeat. So we got a key level, right, of 27.3 pence. So I believe that's the test level. And if price can close over, let's just recheck that level. I do not want to be giving any fake news or any misinformation, right? So yeah, let's have a quick look. Yeah, 27.3 pence. We appear to have some sort of a flag forming, right, on the daily chart. A lot of the times we see flags forming because it's a structure that the market requires to test key levels. And what I do like about Open Orphan, that if price can get over that key level of resistance, around about 27.30, we've got the potential of a lot of market structure up ahead, right, for price to move bullishly to the up, if this is indeed the macro uptrend. But we've got a lot of touches with this lower downtrend. So we've got a decent amount of touches with this lower downtrend. And that is the way the market's moving with ORPH at the moment. And let's see, there's some cup and handle continuation patterns. And yeah, let's see what occurs when the market's open tomorrow morning. Let's have a look at ZPHR. Here we go. We'll just jump to ZPHR on the daily chart. Right, okay. I don't even know how to pronounce this, guys. What is it? Zephyr Energy PLC. Right, so Friday just gone, last trading day of last week. Price looked like it was ready to break out. It did genuinely look bullish, but like the market makers sometimes will start a stock off looking bullish, get the buyers in trick and trap. But, we've got like this pennant triangle, which a lot of the times with pennant triangles, it's an indication of bullish continuation. So that's interesting. This is the way. We haven't got a great lot of data with this ticker, but it's bullish. Macro uptrend's bullish. We've had a bit of a reversal. Price came up, touched its all-time high around about 7.9p. Subsequently sold off, but given us cup and handle continuation patterns, right, in this sort of pennant triangle, okay, I believe that price may want to test. If it does want to test and break, it might want to test the all-time high, but we are still in a level of stubborn resistance because we've got the larger macro uptrend, as we can see, with ZPHR, but then we've got this subsequent smaller channel, this subsequent sell-off channel, but within this downtrend channel, we've got like this kind of like pennant triangle, which sometimes can be continuation to the up. So we've got an interesting configuration of the EMAs, 21's underneath, 50, 100, but there is a bit of a bit of a wide spread with the EMAs. So is that an indication that price may want to sell off and interact with some of the other EMAs below? Possibly. Let's see how price opens. Let's see how price moves. But I did warn and did say that price was at resistance. So be careful, you know, not financial advice, but be careful going long when price is at key levels of resistance, right? NFX, let's jump to NFX. Because NFX recently hit an all-time low, okay, but I think it's at an interesting point in the charts now, I really do. So I'm keeping a real close eye on it. So Noel Borge was absolutely right with his NFX call. It indeed has been in a downtrend for quite a while now. He was absolutely bang on. I was wrong with a few calls on NFX, which is not a problem. We can't always get it right. I've recharted it. We definitely have a macro downtrend. Price is kind of in this descending triangle, teasing and touching this downtrend that price has been in for quite a while. Interestingly, we've got 1.760 was NFX's first swing low shortly after it floated 1st of December 2017. So that level there, if we go all the way back to 2017, this was 1.760, which is its first ever swing low when the stock was floated on the markets, right? So price has got a memory and always seems to remember significant levels. So that level above 1.760 was its first ever swing low. So if price can break out of this larger macro downtrend with NFX, price may want to start testing this level. But first of all, we need to see it breaking out. But, I mean, you know, it currently price closed at trading at 1.450. It's pretty much bounced off an all-time low that we had on the 20th of August last month. It's in a really tight micro consolidation. It's coming right to the apex of this descending triangle, and it's really close to a key level of upper resistance. So if the buyers can come back in for NFX and test out these key levels, you know, it could be really good news for this ticker, but we need to see that the buyers want to break and want to test, because as we can see, price has been trending down for a long time now, and every time it's tested and tried to break out of this level, it's not been able to do it. So I just wanted to basically cover NFX because, yeah, there's a lot of interest with this ticker, and whether or not these patents and all the rest of it are going to come out, if they do, and if it breaks to the up, it could be really good news for NFX moving forward. But let's not jump the gun. I'm not a fundamentals expert. I just look at the charts. But let's jump on to the next one. Let's look at POW. So Power Metal Resources PLC on the daily chart again. Let's just compress the action, right? So I see this as a macro uptrend, even though price has been selling off, as we all know, since early January 2021, where price was up at nearly 3.5 pence, been selling off pretty much ever since. Price is in this descending triangle, I believe, within this larger structure, which is the uptrend, right? It's really going to be make your mind up soon for Power Metal Resources. I really believe it really is. Looking at the charts, okay, because price is really beginning to be squeezed now on the, is that the correct word, apex of this triangle. And then we've got some support off this macro lower downtrend trend line, as you can see. If this breaks to the up, I think it'll go good guns. I really do. I think if Power Metal Resources breaks to the up, there's so much potential, right, for it to move to the up. Price closed at 2p on the money last Friday. It was 2.56% up. We had 1.985 million in volume. Volume was a little bit low, but listen, guys, the market makers are always in the background, right? The institutional buyers are always in the background. They will run a stock down all year long, right, through various tactics, right? Then they can jump in with large institutional buys and nab a bargain, right? A lot of the times, just because the tickers are trending down does not mean, is not a reflection on the company whatsoever. It's this, in my opinion, the markets are a game, right? And I use this system of technical analysis to decode the moves in the markets. And I can just visualize, right, price breaking out to the up, and then the buyers coming in and taking advantage of the market structure up ahead, right? I believe that this ticker is a bargain. We just need to see some bullish intent. But if we zoom into local action, we can see that we've now got a micro consolidation zone and some really bullish, beautiful setup candles forming at these key areas. I mean, look at that tail bar, right? Look at that tail bar. Look at that engulf that formed on the 7th of September. I mean, that's just, in my opinion, it's a beautiful candle. Look at this tail bar here. Look at this double bottom. It's got double bottom, tail bar, engulf, right? There's some really juicy little candles there. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. We just need to see it break. But I honestly, right, looking at POW, if it breaks, I think it'll break hard to the up. Not financial advice at all. But it's really, I believe it's coming to the end of this selling cycle now. Looking at the charts, looking at the big picture on the macro view. All right, guys. Well, listen, I could do another 100 stocks, right? But we haven't got the time. It's 17:27. I'm going to get this video uploaded now. If you like what you've seen today with these little podcasts, please give us a like or a retweet or a share. If you're not following us on Twitter or on YouTube, give us a follow. Really do appreciate it. Hope everyone's had a great weekend, and I look forward. I'm excited about hearing that bell ring tomorrow morning when the market's open, and we love it. It's in our blood. What else are we going to do? Cycling? I don't know. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm a cyclist. I absolutely love it. But I'm passionate about the markets, and I know that many of you guys are as well. And let's see how the action unfolds when that bell rings tomorrow morning. I'll get this uploaded now, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.